Hello and welcome back to Football Manager, and we've now made it to the replay of the first round of the FA Cup. In the interim game against Bournemouth, we did manage to win 1-0. It was a very tense 1-0 win because, as you can see, Tariq Hines, who was put into the team because of a suspension in the league of can't remember his name now. Terenzi, that's the one. Terenzi, he was in at left back and then he was obviously sent off. We put Bradbury out at left back. We took off Nugent to bring on. He was brought on for Bradbury, sorry. And when he got sent off, we went to a 3 at the back with Mayer in the centre, with then Nugent brought off for Odialfa to go up front, and we put Robertson back. So we had essentially 3 up front and then 3 in the middle, sort of thing. If you understand what I mean. Difficult to explain, of course. Trent's obviously back in the FA Cup, no suspension for the FA Cup, of course, which is obviously good. And yeah, we're just hoping to get through this round. Apparently there's a lot of draws in that first round of games. Very impressive, I must admit. Thankfully, Gillingham actually lost 4-0 to Exeter in their last league game. So we've got a really good chance of getting through in this match. So let's try to, shall we? Because, believe it or not, I'm still not expecting a lot from the team to do in this match. I mean, by all means, I'm very happy to see us win this, but it's going to be difficult. So, for Halifax, it is literally the exact same team we played in the last game against Gillingham. Gillingham have got in their team Jonathan Mitchell in goal, Ryan Jackson, Jack Tucker, Angus MacDonald, Romani Medford-Smith, Robbie McKenzie, Stuart O'Keefe, Lloyd Isgrove, Jordan Graham and Dominic Samuel, with Kyle Dempsey as captain, whilst on the bench Joe Walsh, Christian Magoma, Alex McDonald, Verdane Oliver, Reece Greenidge, Ferend Rawson and Josh Ruffles, with referee Lee Doherty. And let's pump fists and say that the media's given a lot of credit, and there's just questions about the board, and let's say I enjoy the matches a lot. We'll skip all the TV special stuff because arguably it's not really that important. It just shows you they're not fixtures, the team sheets, which I've already shown you just beforehand, and I believe recent form, which arguably isn't that important because for some reason this game form is almost completely unimportant, but doesn't really matter at this point in time. After 25 minutes, it has been an incredibly boring game. I think anyone watching this match would probably be very bored at this point in time. Apparently Magoma has been yellow carded, or no, just spoken to, and a free kick for Gillingham, thankfully blocked by Oyagoki, but the ball still with Gillingham now, gets another cross in, met by the head of Samuel to Isgrove O'Keefe, and O'Keefe makes it 1-0 Gillingham. And yeah, I'm expecting a defeat in this point. I'm expecting defeat. I mean, it's very pessimistic of me to say, I must admit, but at this point, Gillingham are a League One side on the back of a 4-0 defeat to a team that they should be beating, let alone, not losing 4-0 to. So they're going to come back with a big grudge to bear against us. And I think they're probably going to put that grudge to pay in this match. Oyagoki with a long throw into the box, and Eddie Carrington flicks the ball over the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. And Halifax Town might be about to make me my words again. I am very happy. Oyagoki with a beautiful long throw, keeper coming out a bit too far, the ball kicked just back behind him, and Carrington, with his 4th goal of the season, makes it Halifax Town 1, Gillingham 1. And I could be about to eat my words again. I know full well that Sportsman Direct like making me do that with their Football Manager games. It seems to be a running occurrence in this series of games that whenever I make a prediction of what's going to happen, it normally doesn't come to fruition. I want to outstretch my arms and say that I'm delighted with their performance and keep it up, because hopefully with the performance to end that half, we should now get essentially a run of good play in the second half. We've already got more shots on target. We're comparable on possession. We actually got the ball in their half, but now they've headed it clear to Dominic Samuel, who plays it out wide, looking for Graham into the box now with a shot. Oh, that was very worrying, but thankfully the ball is cleared, and we didn't concede in a very, very awkward manner. And I think I'm going to make my first 2 substitutions now. Well, first two, then I'm going to keep it as 2. And instead of bringing off Robson as I was planning to, I'll just bring off Hillier for Oddie Alpha, and then I'll put Alpha in at left wing with O'Neill up front. So then, let's get back into the game and hope that Tyrone O'Neill in the new position of striker could do a little bit more than what he's been doing as winger. Jones with a goal kick swings it out looking for Carrington, whose header on is rather poor but picks up the Gillingham clearance. Now Mayer with the ball looking forward finds Robson. Robson plays it to Earing. Earing looking up and finding a ball out to the left wing, but it's a very poor one, and Dominic Samuel in behind now, gets a shot away. Oh, he doesn't actually, pulls it out wide looking for a pullback, who then scores. Lloyd Isgrove making it Gillingham 2, Halifax 1. And I'm going to try and fire up the team and go into the tactics once again and bring out Robson for Leo Gaia as a shadow striker in an attempt to try and get something back from this game. Oddie Alpha now with the ball, running it through the middle, plays it to Magoma. Magoma now with the ball, looking for a shot and a goal. Well, Halifax Town are definitely making me eat my words today. A beautiful reply for Halifax Town. Oddie Alpha with a very, very well worked run to the middle, passing the ball to Magoma, who yet again, with his incredible skill from outside the box, thunders an effort into the bottom left hand corner, and Halifax Town have equalised again. And I'm still going to bring off Max Robson because he's not playing well. And we are probably going to go to extra time at this rate, because for some reason they cannot keep us down, but we can't stop them from scoring. So it's definitely a much more entertaining last half of the match, given the first 20 minutes or so. But with 6 minutes of stoppage time, I don't think either team's going to win this match in regular time, and I was right. But 2-2 is an incredible scoreline. So it's time to dig in. We can make one final change now, and it is going to be Jack Earing for George Nugent, who's going to come on and play as a deep line playmaker and hopefully get us that strength in the midfield we need to lock Gillingham out of this match once and for all. And with 5 minutes already gone in extra time, it's still looking a tad boring in this extra time period. And the first half extra time ends without a single highlight, which is probably good news for us. So extra time, the second half of extra time now starts, and by the looks of things, this match is going to end 2-2. Doesn't seem to be a lot of play going on now. Very slowed performances, and again, another half of extra time goes without a highlight. So we're going to have Magoma take the first penalty. Take the first penalty, there we go. Then we're going to have O'Neill take the second penalty. Then Terenzi, followed by Kirk, and then Gaia, will take the fifth penalty as he has the most composure. And then who's left? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so it's just everyone else. And we'll just add everyone else as we go, obviously Matt Jones being the final man to take the penalty. And let's go to the team talk and let's just pump our fists. Okay, maybe not actually. Let's hands on hips and then say relax. So we take the first penalty. Paris Magoma stepping up. And he shoots straight down the middle. Halifax Town lead on the penalty shootout 1-0. O'Keefe now. Will he score? Steps up and does slot it in. Matt Jones did not dive and the ball went to the net. O'Neill now stepping up, looking to score another goal, and he does so in the bottom left-hand corner. Halifax Town have regained their lead in the penalty shootout, but now Dominic Samuel steps up. Will Jones save this? No, he doesn't. Dominic Samuel scores the second of Gillingham's penalties. Terenzi now, the Halifax Town left back, steps up and thunders it wide of the post, and Halifax Town have now missed the first penalty of the shootout, and Isgrove steps up for Gillingham, and he doesn't miss. Isgrove scores the third penalty for Gillingham. Kirk now stepping up for Halifax. Can he score? No, he can't, meaning that Matt Jones must save the next 2 penalties, otherwise Halifax Town are out of the FA Cup. After a long try and penalty shootout, Gillingham do not win yet. Matt Jones saves the 4th penalty for Gillingham. Leo Guy now stepping up. Will he score and give Halifax a lifeline, or will he miss and send us out? Gaia steps up and shoots it into the back of the net, and Gillingham know now that 1 goal will win this shootout. But the question is, can Magoma for Gillingham score his penalty? Magoma steps up and shoots straight down the middle, and Halifax Town are out of the FA Cup. After a very dogged response and a very good attempt, we gave it our best shot, but we didn't pull out with a win. And it was very unfortunate. We should have probably done better. And yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with the result. I think we could have done a lot worse. To be fair, we could have done a lot worse. And apparently people are now annoyed with Robson, which is not good. He's our only attacking midfielder, really. And apparently they won't relay the pitch due to the fact the board can't afford it. Yes, the board can't afford to relay the pitch, which is just a frustrating thing to have to say for a team that's now had another injury, because Oyagoki is now out with fractured ribs for a fairly long time. Okay, apparently we learned a lesson. I don't think we did, to be fair. I think we taught them a lesson, but what can you do? We did lose, and as much as we'd have loved to have won, I think defeat was probably the better option in terms of the capabilities of the team. And according to this, whilst we did fail, they can understand that it was an incredibly difficult draw and they haven't docked my manager performance for it. The only thing they're really worried about at the moment is the wage budget, which only £2,000 over isn't that much for a football team, to be fair. So, given that we did unfortunately lose that match, what we're going to do is we're going to come back for the FA Trophy game here, and we're also going to come for the Dulwich Hamlet game afterwards. So there'll be 5 games in between now and the next video. So until then, I bid thee adieu. Goodbye.